Welcome to Studio 22. I'm your host, Daniel Paugh. Joining us today is Alexandre Bampa Taiar, a renowned master chef and expert in international cuisine from Sao Paulo, Brazil. He's here to put on a Brazilian culinary masterclass as he demonstrates how to cook a traditional dish in the style of his country. All that and more when we return on Studio 22. Welcome back to Studio 22. Alex, thanks for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Can I call you Alex or Alexandre?
Sure.
Is there Alex?
Alex is fine.
Chef Alex? Okay. So what are we making today, Alex?
So today we're making brigadeiro, which is a traditional Brazilian dessert.
Okay.
And we usually see that, we usually have that at parties and stuff. We usually at parties.
Parties, social
Yeah,
events,
social
everyone's
events,
full.
yeah.
You bust it out. It's a crowd pleaser.
It's a light dessert.
Light dessert. Good with
You know,
fruit, I imagine.
fruit,
Good
yeah.
with a lot of things. So what goes into this? What goes into the brigadeiro?
So, to start, we have butter right here. 1 tablespoon. You just melt it a little bit.
I
like
see
we
we've
did.
got melted butter in there. Okay,
Yeah, right
okay.
here.
Nice and easy.
After that, we just get the condensed milk, 1 can.
1 can of condensed milk. It's easy
And you
to
pour it
find.
in, and you put along with the butter. And after that, we have the cocoa powder.
Cocoa powder, very
And then we
important.
mix it, everything. Just mix it, and then we put it in the oven.
And what is this? The cocoa powder? What gives it its taste? Its
Yeah.
flair? Its
The taste, the color itself, and that's about it.
consistency a little bit, the texture. All right, so let's get started. What's the
Are
first
we ready?
step?
Are we ready?
I think we're ready.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay. So the first step, butter.
Butter, okay. I see we're mixing
Put
up
it
the
in.
butter.
Put it in the
Let's
container.
move the cocoa powder a little bit. Okay, and you can't tell on camera, but that's really got a great smell to it. That's some good butter. Okay. And once we got our
a little
slop
bit.
of butter in there,
Put this aside. Condensed milk, like I said.
condensed milk, okay.
Just 1 second.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Go ahead.
Pour the condensed milk.
You're gonna want to scoop it out nice and smooth. You really don't want to mess with the texture of the condensed milk,
No,
I've heard.
gotta-
You don't
gotta
want to
get
beat
all
it
of
up
it
too
out,
much. It has to
all
keep it
of it.
tender and condensed, otherwise it'll evaporate.
You mix it up a little bit. Butter with the condensed milk. Put this aside too. Mix it up. When you feel like the butter has already combined with the condensed milk, that's when the cocoa powder comes in.
Ah, okay, the key ingredient.
4 tablespoons, no more, no less.
Okay.
If you put some more than 4 tablespoons, you add some more condensed milk. Put less,
Naturally, okay, okay.
you know how it goes, right?
And how much will this serve? How much will this
That's 1 portion.
these ingredients? 1 portion?
Which is.
Could you go through a portion? Just be honest. Have you gone through a whole portion of a whole loaf of brigadeiro on your own, late nights?
Yes, I
Ice
have.
cream.
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
Yes, I have,
some
yeah.
good comfort food, isn't it?
It's like I said, it's very light.
Very
So,
okay.
Yeah, it's very light, so you can just eat it watching a movie.
I'd eat it watching a
yeah.
movie. I'd eat it as I was making more. That's what I would do. Okay, so we
So
really
mix it
wanna
up
that.
real good until it
Nice and
becomes like one
grand flakes kind of texture,
thing. Yeah.
almost like oatmeal.
See? Smell it?
Yeah, that's nice. That's
Awesome,
nice.
Awesome. So we
Wow.
stir it good.
Okay, okay.
Once you let it sit, for a little bit.
And how long do we want to let that sit?
It depends on the condensed milk and the butter you use. But
Okay.
so right now we're gonna let it sit for like a minute or two tops.
Okay, so back in Brazil, are you used to getting this kind of condensed milk and cocoa powder, from the store, or are you out milking the cows? You're
The condensed milk we actually get from the store.
okay.
But the cocoa powder we grow. We have our own farms, so we do grow.
Okay, on the cocoa
yeah.
leaves. Okay,
Yeah.
that's nice. That's really nice, and I'm sure that gives it just
Like a
the perfect Brazilian kind of
homemade taste. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we leave this out, and do we need to stir it at all, or just
No,
kind of
just let it
leave
sit. Let it sit. You see the bubbles coming out?
I see the bubbles.
Yeah, that's what makes the difference.
And what do we do after this? What do we do after this sits for a while?
Once it's set for like 2 minutes, we put it in the oven. Oh,
In the oven?
I'm sorry. It's been.
Yeah.
heating up,
Okay.
so.
Yeah. And what is the oven preheated to right now?
We use Celsius back home,
Okay.
so I would say 150 Celsius.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's.
So
let's
the oven has like the translation.
yeah.
so you're
we'll
gonna see
leave
it.
that for our viewers. Let's
Yeah.
go ahead and put this in the oven.
In the oven.
Careful.
Right here.
Careful. All right.
Okay.
While we let that sit in the oven, we'll come back with a completed concoction. We'll see what's going on after this break.
The Stars in retreat. The shot goes up. Devasane comes out of nowhere, and another block for OCU. This guy's on fire. This kid owns OCU's record in blocks not only on the court, but off the court as well. Earlier today, he was busy crashing the boards. Just a rebounding machine. Even cleaning up the glass, giving a whole new meaning to garbage time. Devasane, MVP on the court, and keeping Oklahoma beautiful off the court.
Hey, Oklahoma, do your part and help. Keep Oklahoma beautiful. This is our land. This is our pride. Our roadways that we travel, our lakes and parks that we love, our businesses that we build, our communities that we create. And that's why littering is not okay. This is Oklahoma, our land, our pride, and we must take care of it. So do your part and help. Keep Oklahoma beautiful.
Welcome back to Studio 22. We've got a brigadeiro in the oven, right? We're going to wait on that. And while we're waiting, let's talk about what we could put on top of this brigadeiro. What goes well with this food?
Well, myself, I usually just eat it as is.
As is?
But a lot of my mom, personally, she really likes strawberries like we have.
Strawberries,
grapes.
apples, bananas,
But
okay.
Bananas and apples, they're very popular
Okay.
back home. So we usually add it on top of it, so you can just.
Absolutely.
Dip it.
Okay. Anything really. Do you ever go to? Do you
Yeah.
get this at restaurants? What do they bring it out with at restaurants, or is this mostly a home cooked
So
type of meal?
at restaurants, they usually serve it as it's like a cake bowl. It looks like a cake bowl,
Ah, okay.
but it's not.
Okay. It's got the texture of,
Yeah.
of the brigadeiro.
Because they can't just put it in the fridge for longer. They can sell it. For
Okay. Okay. Absolutely. Well, let's let's start cutting some fruit. Let's get our fruit ready for when the brigadeiro finishes cooking. We got some strawberries right here. Apples, of course.
Make sure you cut the
green
part.
Strawberries, you're always going to want to cut off this top part right here. The green part is not the part you want to eat. It's the red. Is that the same in Brazil?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. And how many strawberries are we looking at for a normal portion size of brigadeiro?
I would say like half a box.
Half a box of strawberries? Okay.
If you cut it
so that's
good, cut it real thin.
30 minutes of picking out in the farm.
We also have a fruit called mexerica, which goes very good with brigadeiro because it's kind of like sour.
What is that? What would you compare that to here?
Kind of like orange, like the cuties we have
here. Okay. Just got a little bit sour, some citrus to it. And that goes really well with the chocolate in the brigadeiro. That's actually on a cellular level. The citric acid really releases some enzymes in the chocolate, and that sits on the taste buds, I've read.
You might want to take this out.
Yeah, that's right. Always make sure we get rid of any stickers, things like that. Good. That's some good cutting.
Yeah. I had glasses, so.
Okay.
And it get this part right here.
Where did you learn to cook like you do? What school did you go to? Is it just years of experience?
And shadowing, I would say.
Shadowing, okay.
Shadowing my grandma, shadowing my mom.
Did they know that you were shadowing them, or were you just watching
They
from?
did. They kind of did.
Okay,
I mean,
they led you.
after a while, they figured it out because they're like, why are you always around? Your cousins are playing video games, playing soccer.
Playing video games, playing soccer, but not you.
No, not me.
Not you. You knew what you wanted. You knew what you were focused on.
I've always loved cooking, so.
Is that the dream for a growing chef in Brazil, to make it to America and perform on live TV?
That's a very big step in my career, honestly.
Absolutely.
But I've been to Europe. I've been places. So.
Wow. How do they like brigadeiro in Europe? What countries? Portugal, I assume they love it.
European people they really look at the appearance. It doesn't look the best. But the taste is great.
Okay. It's because there's kind of a life lesson into it. You can't really judge brigadeiro by its cover. You can't.
No.
It may look like mush.
It was hard for the Europeans to fall in love with it. But once they do, they just want to.
Well, you throw strawberries and bananas on mush, and that's mush with strawberries and bananas. I'll take that. So we're gonna keep on cutting up some fruit, and it looks like this brigadeiro is about to be ready to come out of the oven.
It's like 1 more minute, it'll be fine.
1 more minute in the oven, we'll be fine?
Because you don't want it to be too soft.
All right. Well, we'll check it out after this quick break from our sponsors.
Let's face it, college students can use all the help that we can get. So when you're hungry and campus looks like a ghost town, you have options. Make sure you're prepared with an OCU Stars Advantage card. The Stars Advantage card saves you money on food and retail purchases at local businesses located near campus. You can pick up your Stars Advantage card at the Involve Center, located behind the Alvin's Cafe in the McDaniel University Center. Don't get left out in the cold. Pick up your Stars Advantage card and start saving today.
And we're back on Studio 22. All right, so we've had it in the oven for about, 2-3 minutes now? How long has it been in the oven? Yeah, 2-3 minutes. So we're gonna, or you can go ahead and take it out. I don't want to touch, it's pretty hot. There we go. Ooh. Okay.
It's pretty hot.
There we go, take it out.
Hey, I charge.
Go ahead and put that. Oh, okay. So we can see that it definitely does have a little bit of a kind of, funky texture to it.
Yeah,
a little
like
bit.
I told you.
But
Bananas a little bit.
Yeah. So now this is where we add like the garnishments, the toppings, the what have you.
You can either just put the fruits in there and sear it, or you can just get the fruit itself, dip it in, and eat it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll try to do both.
Yeah. Let's go ahead.
Can you cut those out? Yeah, there you go.
Sure. How would you like them cut? Like this? I didn't go to school for this. Like this?
Like this. I'll show you.
Okay, go ahead. That was a nice cut. That was a very good cut.
Yeah. Sharp.
Did you bring this knife? Is this your knife from Brazil?
That's a. Actually, I got it in Houston, Texas.
Really?
Yeah.
At the Knife Expo they have there every year. I heard about that last year.
Yeah, it's actually everyone says it's a knife expo, but it's actually a cuisine.
Ah,
expo.
so not just knives.
No.
Not just knives. Okay.
But they have really nice blenders. And
aprons. Did you get this apron from Houston? Ah, okay.
it's very good.
Yeah.
Texture.
It's
and
let
it's
me feel
like
that. Wow.
Yeah.
That's professional quality right there. That's
I'm telling you.
That's silk-like.
So should I add the bananas already?
Yeah. No. You're the chef. Let's see what it's like there. Ah, okay.
Okay. You see that? See how?
While you're doing that, I'll keep cutting these apples over here. How do you just a quick lesson? How do you pronounce all these foods and these fruits in Portuguese?
Banana is banana.
Banana. Oh, okay.
Banana,
I'll work on that. What is
apple? We say maçã.
Massa. Okay.
Strawberry? We say morango.
Morango. So that's almost like an orange, right? How do you say orange? Orange.
Orange, laranja.
Laranja. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Let's cut these
now
up.
We can add some apples in here.
So it's really just a hodgepodge. It's whatever you want to throw into it.
Whatever you want to throw. Yeah.
Okay.
I just picked those fruits because they're the most popular ones.
So what you want to do
and everyone likes them.
is cover up the unhealthy with a mirage of healthy foods.
Yeah.
But underneath is just an ocean of chocolate and fat.
No.
Okay.
And I would say pleasure.
Pleasure. That's very true. That's very true.
Can you cut the strawberries in half like that?
Absolutely. Is this the proper way to cut it? Just a quick slice down the middle?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see the knife? It doesn't have any
Absolutely.
teeth. So you just quick, sharp, like that.
Okay. Well,
1, 2, 3, go.
while we keep adding these fruit over here, we're going to have a quick break and come back and finally enjoy this brigadeiro.
I'm looking forward to it.
So join us when we come back.
Some people don't think it's easy to be green. Audrey does it every day. Turn off appliances when they're not being used. Shut off the lights when you leave a room. Always recycle paper. Recycle plastic, too. Today, Audrey did her part in helping OCU conserve. It's that easy. Have you done the same? Visit okcu.edu/bluegoesgreen for more information.
OCU is that open shot to a winning goal.
Countless rehearsals for one flawless routine.
Learning to serve before trying to lead.
Learning a language everyone can understand. OCU is
Me.
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 I'm OCU.
I just saw a poster for this place. Could you tell me a little bit more about it?
Well, this is Print Start. We do printing, laminating, binding, basically any of those office needs.
My headshots are on here. Could you maybe print them out for me?
Sure, I'd be happy to.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Welcome back to Studio 22. Before we enjoy this great meal with my friend and colleague, Chef Alexandre Bampa Taiar, I'd like to remind everyone that the simple pleasures in life are best enjoyed with a glass of Simply Lemonade. There you go. Chef?
Thank you.
All right, so now we've got our brigadeiro. It's finished. We've got our toppings on it.
Yep.
What's next? I see we've got grapes over here. Are grapes a good thing to add to it?
Yeah, they're great.
Okay, let's throw a couple grapes on there. There we go. Is that good? Is that the best way to do it? Just throw.
Toss it in there.
No cutting or anything like that.
You see the little.
That's right. You want to remove the stem.
Yeah, you might want to take it off. There you go.
So now that we've got some grapes on here, do we
Go for it.
dive in? All right. Don't mind if I do. Let's get a little bit of banana, a little chocolate on there.
I got the strawberry. That's my favorite, honestly. Okay.
Peta Baines. Chef, congratulations.
Obrigado.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is truly very good. And it is a light snack, isn't it? I could sit here and I could go through a whole one of these.
There are fruits in there. It's healthy-ish.
That's how you convince yourself, I think. That's where you fall into the trick.
That's when I came up with this idea. That was when European people they started to.
Really?
Yeah.
They threw in the
Yeah.
Brazil, it's more party. Brazil, it's go for it. If you're going to go for it, go for it. Europe, they want to add a little bit of flair, a little bit of exoticism. That's it's really good. Let's get an apple. I haven't had an apple with one of these.
Let me see. I haven't had it in a while either, so.
It truly is washed down well with a glass of Simply Lemonade.
I mean, that's my favorite drink, so.
So, when's the last time you had this dish in Brazil, in your home country?
I was just at home, and it was winter time. We guys were in summer. We were winter time.
That's true. Okay.
So I usually make it at home, just to enjoy it, watching a movie with my wife, my kids, and my kids love it. So
I'm sure they do. Oh, I bet they can't have it past bedtime for sure, right?
No.
After dark?
It's usually on Saturdays and Sundays. Though,
Saturday, Sunday.
yeah.
Just a little treat. Just a little treat.
If they behave during the week,
They get brigadeiro on the weekend.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
and I bet they look forward to it. Is it a big party hit? Do you bring it to parties a lot? Absolutely. Oh, I can't.
When I can go to a party, right? Because I'm always busy, conferences.
What's next for you, chef? What's next for you on your?
I'm actually going to China.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to introduce them not to brigadeiro, but to other dish which is called tapioca.
Tapioca.
Which is amazing, amazing,
Okay.
amazing. Yeah.
And is tapioca a little bit similar to the
No,
brigadeiro? No,
it's kind of like a
different?
very, very healthy pancake.
And they don't have this in China.
No, because we grow the
Sugar cane.
It's not sugar cane. It's like a flour type of
Okay.
thing. You just put in a pan, and once it heats up, it becomes one thing. So it's kind of like
okay.
it becomes like a thin pancake.
Like a crepe, almost like a crepe
Yeah,
mixture.
yeah. It has a different texture to it.
And they haven't had this in China before.
No,
This is
no. That's the
foreign to
first
them.
time ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
So along with your culinary expertise, you're also dabbling in humanitarian work.
Yeah.
That's really nice to see, and it's
Thank you.
refreshing from a lot of these chefs these days. It's easy to see chefs that they make a couple dishes and flip a couple pancakes, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden they're Chef Emerald or something like that. And it's really good to see someone as humble and as down to earth. And and is that a lot to do with your upbringing? We knew you were raised on a farm. You had to learn to cook for yourself, basically.
Yeah, when I grew up, we didn't have any TVs or anything. No technologies. We had later on. So what was both of my passions were soccer and cooking.
You can only choose one, and we see where that took you. Absolutely.
I'm very grateful.
What opportunities has this opened up for you? This kind of cooking.
I got a few scholarships in France.
Wow.
To go to college.
Platt College.
Culinary college.
Platt Culinary Institute.
Yeah.
That's great.
And that was great. I had some internships at I worked for a year and a half at the restaurant in the bottom of the Eiffel Tower.
Really?
I was assistant chef. Yeah. It was great. It was great.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
That sounds great. I think I've heard of that actually. That's where you really picked up your fame, isn't it? Was
that was when I introduced to European people the brigadeiro, because I didn't have a lot of freedom to do whatever I wanted to do in France, because they're like, no, we got to do this. We got to stick to the plan.
Notoriously snobs about.
We got to stick to the plan.
Well, if France or the Europeans, if they can't enjoy this dish, then I don't know what to tell them, because I certainly enjoyed it, and I know many of our viewers will enjoy it. So thank you, Chef. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for watching this episode of Studio 22. Join us next time.